I'm so happy to be sharing the next 30 minutes with you. My name is Ken Honda. People often call me Ken Panda or Kenta Claus because I have so many gifts with me. So today, I'm going to share with you the wisdom of happy money. And how many of you have seen me on YouTube or heard about happy money in your life? Whoa, thank you so much. So today, my goal after 30 minutes is you have so much happy money energy in your life that will attract real happy money to your life. How's that? Good deal? Okay. You know, I noticed this seminar is full of abundance because I see $100 bills are on the floor. Nobody's picking them up. So this place must be full of millionaires and billionaires. Okay, and before I begin, I want to start appreciating Darius and Angela and their team. Let's just give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. You know, I was so excited when Darius invited me to Dubai, and I think you were as excited as too. But I do big events like this all the time in Japan, and of course, putting up an event is a lot of work, and all the people who have to work days before this event for some sleepless nights. So I really appreciate all the people and volunteers who put all the work to make this happen. And also, I want to appreciate all of you before I start, because if you're not there, I've been an old man talking to an empty room. So thank you for showing up. It's also very important. Okay, so today, I'm going to support you transform your relationship with money. How many of you want to invite more happy money into your life? Everybody? Yes. And also, how many people want to have less stress around money? Right? So today, for the next 20-some minutes, I'm going to share with you how you can do it. You know, for the past 20-some years, I have shared so much wisdom that I received over the years from my mentor. So this is the book cover of Happy Money. It's interesting, you know, whenever I give something, I get something as a present. So today, I'm here to share with you my wisdom, and I got this text message from New York that a new book offer from Bulgarian publisher to print Happy Money. So that would be the 36th language. So thank you. So that's a little gift I received because I'm sharing my gift with you. So I have lost count, but I think the count is somewhere around 120 to 150 physical books and sold about 9 million copies. I want to share a brief story about what I did over the years. So about 20-some years ago, I had this inspiration to retire for my baby girl. So at the time, my wife and I were teaching seminars, and I was doing accounting and consulting. But by the time I had enough money, so when we found out that she's pregnant, we thought, okay, we'll take some time off. I thought 3 weeks. She thought 3 months. And then when we decided to get some time off, I got very lazy. So after about 3 weeks, I said, okay, we have enough money and our business is run automatically, so let's give it another month or so. And after the second month, okay, one more month, that got extended to a year, and then 2 years and 3 years. I did nothing for 4 years. Only for the baby girl. How crazy is that? And 3 years into semi-retirement, I got this inspiration to write something, probably like a book. And I thought I was going crazy because I was out of work for a while, right? And, but I got this strong inspiration, write your book. And I thought I was going crazy. My mother was deeply worried about me because, her son who was working so hard is now thinking, Mom, I think I've become an internationally best-selling author. She was very worried. But how many of you have this inspiration or like deep secret, one day you're going to write a book? Okay, I want to congratulate all of you that you have books in your heart. 25 years ago, I didn't know. So I want to share a brief story of how I became an author. Is that okay? So I was writing something, and then I was showing it to my friends, like 2 pages of small essay on happiness and money. All my friends who are very positive loved it. So they said, Ken, I want to read more. So, okay, thank you for making me feel good, because my self-esteem was going down. I was not doing much. I had enough money, but my baby is, the queen. My wife, my housekeeper, and me. So I always got kicked out when my housekeeper came because I was in the way of her cleaning. So you know how low I was, right? So I was writing in a cafe about happiness and money. I started writing 5 pages and 20 pages. I was in heaven. Even though I had no education about writing, I loved it because I had nothing to prove. And I started distributing my book, small copies of essays on happiness and money for 10 pages. And I stapled them every day, and I was meeting up with my friend, 5 friends. I gave 5 copies. And by word of mouth, my essays got popular, so they wanted more copies. So every day, I had to do the stapling. And I got sore hands, after doing 20. I got sore hands, and I was complaining about it to my friend. And he said, why don't you hire a printer, which I did. So this guy, salesperson, came over, and he said, okay, I'm happy to support you. Well, what do you want to print? I said, this one. I want to print 300. And he was laughing because we don't do 300. The minimum is 1,000 copies. I don't need 1,000 copies. But he said, that's a minimum. Okay. I was about to sign the contract. He was a great salesperson. Maybe he was trained by Darius, He said, actually, sir, I have another sheet of paper. And he showed me, if you print 3,000 copies, the cost drops dramatically from something like $10 to like $2. Like, whoa. And he said, isn't that a great bargain? Yes, I agree. I signed the contract. But he didn't tell me how many boxes will be in the booklets. 2 weeks later, 2 trucks came in front of my apartment, and then they were just carrying something heavy. I thought my neighbor is moving in. And I asked him, what is it? Like, he said, Ken Honda booklets. Like, what? And then I checked the back of the truck, and then 2 trucks full of booklets. And I got, whoa. He didn't tell me like $200, and then I had to tell my wife, honey, I got boxes from the booklets, and is that okay? And he says, of course not, because they're just, by the time the living room is full of boxes. And I said, okay, I promise you I'll get rid of these boxes in 6 months. She was not laughing anymore. She said, I'll give you 3 months, either boxes out or you out. And I started calling my friends, yeah, Michelle, you love my booklet, so I just sent 10 copies, 30 copies. By the way, Michelle, who spoke before me, is a great networker. I've been to Nomad Island Festival in the middle of nowhere in Portugal twice. So I so enjoyed it. So whoever wants to go, definitely. I'll definitely go there probably the 3rd time, next year too. But anyway, so I have many friends. So I sent all the booklets out, and then my friends were all happy. But the problem is, those time I had fax machines. And I got so many orders from fax machines requesting more copies. I want 10 copies, 30 copies, because I said I'm going to send you copies for free. And I got orders from 100 booklets, 200. I printed another 3,000. This time I hired a storage unit. And I kept giving away. By the time I gave away 100,000 copies, publisher called me, "Can you write a book?" And the rest is a history. So that's how I became a writer. So today, I want to talk about money container. Everyone is born with a money container, but the problem is we have holes in a money container. So no matter how much money we make, we lose a bit by bit with a Netflix subscription and this cell phone, this thing, and then we keep losing money. How many of you feel like you have holes in your money bucket, right? So today I don't have all the time to support you with a kintsugi technique to amend all these holes, but by healing your money wounds, you can do it. I'm going to go touch a little bit of that today. So the true nature of money is not good or bad. Money is neutral. It depends on you. My father used to scare me by saying money has two sides of faces. It's like a coin. One side is a devil, one side is an angel. It's up to you which one you choose. So you choose. Money is energy. If you want money to be happy one, it becomes happy. That's what I call happy money. And if you are a bad person and become wealthy, you become very bad person. So money will magnify who you are. It responds to emotions. Money will pull out the best emotions and the worst emotions in your life. I'm sure you have seen it in your family members, your parents and your siblings and your neighbors and your clients. So I want to share a few things. The basic one today, money has three states. One, if you're living in a cold world, money becomes frozen and it gets pointy. So money becomes ice. And if you're living in a warmer environment, money melts into water. But you need some management and you have to be careful because if money floods very fast, it's going to wash away. How many of you have seen some wealthy people's kids washed away with the family money? Yeah? And also when you get lucky with crypto or lottery, then you get washed away because too much money sometimes is out of your money container. And also, if you have too little money flowing in your life, it's not also fun because you need to manage your money. It's also not as exciting as the money flows nicely. So the best state that I can recommend is money becomes air. So this is my sincere wish. Money became air when I was in my 20s. So since then, I didn't have to worry about money. I have met many millionaires and billionaires in my life because I have written many books on how to become a millionaire and a billionaire. Oh, by the way, I don't recommend you trying to become a billionaire because they're all crazy people and you end up being very unhappy, most of them, and all the family members could end up being very unhealthy and not so happy unless you are focused on happy money, because billionaire people, as much as I have studied them, they don't have a brake in their car. They have accelerator. So all they have to do is left or right. And they're so good at surviving. So they may be the last one surviving. All the families are dead in the back of the car. And all the staff members who work with you could be in an unhappy situation. So I think I call it a happy millionaire is a person who loves what they do, but they don't necessarily have to make billions of dollars. But I think for the money, in Dubai, probably you need to have more, but in the world, probably if you have a few $1 million or $10 million, you have enough. So you don't have to worry about your monthly payment. You have no mortgage, and if you have a good cash flow coming in, then your money becomes there. You don't have to worry about money. for the rest of your life. So the tricky part is if you are surrounded by people who are making, say, $500,000 or euros a year, you will be surrounded by people who are making a lot more. So by the time you make about $1 million or euros a year, all your friends are making a few times more. So they have a private jet and whatnot. So if you, unless you stop comparing yourself with others, your rat race will be harder, and your cage is bigger, and it will be made of gold. And then your life will be harder. So you have to know when is enough, how much is enough. That is something I want you to start asking. So another thing I want to share with you is what money energy flows in your life right now, because this determines how you live your life. If you are living in the flow of appreciation, love, respect, trust, curiosity, energy of money, then your life is full of fun. I'm sure most of the people here have this energy. But I'm sure also you have experienced anxiety money, jealousy money, anger money, and grief money, and guilt money. The people who are born into wealth, they carry certain guilt as well. So my expertise is to help people transform their relationship and also heal their money wounds. And eventually, I hope one day your money becomes full of love, appreciation, curiosity instead of anger. But unless you're careful, your money carries a certain energy because of the way you react with people. You know, I have written a book on happy money. Happy money is money that makes you smile when you receive it and gives you joy when you spend it. But happy money comes into you once you are in this appreciation mode. I always talk about this to people. If you are a coach, or if you're a consultant, if you're a freelancer, your client could have chosen somebody else, but they chose you over many other competitors. Isn't it amazing that they chose you and trusted you and pay you the money? So you can appreciate whatever the money comes into your life, your clients, and also the people around them. And after receiving happy money, you appreciate it and cleanse it in your heart and then pass it on. Oh, by the way, since people ask me so many times about, can I have unhappy money sometimes? How can you turn it into happy money? I want to share with you a technique. How many of you want to know the technique of cleansing your money? Okay, so it's very simple. All you have to do is after receiving yucky money from your ex-husband or whoever, you know, or a lawsuit, whatever, ooh, yucky money, you feel it because touch it, smells bad. But after receiving unhappy money, you appreciate the money because money is energy, and then put it in your heart, cleanse it by appreciation, by loving the money, because by appreciating the money, you can change it to something else. I call it happy money laundry. So that is something you can try, right? So please note which money energy you want it to flow in your life. Money personality types is something I teach for a 3-day workshop. I'm going to give you a 5-minute quick review of money personality types. I have done a lot of studies on money personality types over the past 3 decades. I was at the conference room for helping my client file inheritance tax. There's a husband passed away, so his wife and 3 kids are in the room. The first son, the eldest son, is a Wall Street type, short haircut, nice suit, nice tie, and nice shoes. And the second one is a daughter, and she's wearing a Gap, no jewelry, very simple. The third one is a complete hippie, and he has tattooed everywhere, and he has piercing. And I was amazed. I mean, these 3 kids are born into the same family. What happened to them? And it's because the money personality types I can share with you. There are certain money personality types. It's up to you. It's nothing to do with your parents. Spender, they love spending. Life is about having fun, treat yourself. Often had poor childhood or saver parents. And I'm sure there are many happy spenders. How many of you are happy spenders? You have to tell yourself. All right. Well, just give yourself a round of applause for happy spenders. Oh, by the way, you guys make yourself the best friends, but not a good husband or wife. The saver person. Saver person is somebody who loves saving, and probably not here today. I'm only telling the truth. So the saver person, my mom used to do that. So they love saving money. Earner, I'm sure there are a lot here. They love earning money. And then, but the tricky part is you can get addicted to making money. I'm definitely one of them because I love creating business. I love creating certain things, and I help my clients. So I love earning. How many of you are earners here? You should be proud. And here is a monk, probably not in your room. Maybe your wife and your husband are who's staying in your house back home could be a monk. Monk is a person who is a college professor, a kindergarten teacher. They're very indifferent to money, so they enjoy their life without thinking of money. So their spouse or somebody is usually taking care of them. So they are the happiest people on the planet. I have a friend who is a college professor. He mislocated his wallet. In Japan, you know, everybody's pretty honest, like Dubai. So somebody reported to the police. But his wife wanted to play some mischief on him. She asked him, do you know where your wallet is? And he said, it's in my bag. And she said, can you go check? And he was checking. Oh, probably I left it in my laboratory at my college. And also, you should go check again. And the next day, she asked the same question. Did you find your wallet? Oh, I forgot. There was not my wallet, so I don't know, somewhere. And she said, here is your wallet. You dropped it at the train station 1 week ago. You didn't know that? If it was a regular person, you said, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad my wallet is back. He said, oh, is that right? And then he put it back into the bag. So that is money in different people. Bless them, you know, they're the happiest people on the planet. The hippie, they avoid money on purpose. I'm sure some of your friends or brothers and sisters are hippie. You know, they avoid money on purpose. So they stay away from money dealing. I don't think they live in Dubai though. They cannot afford to be a hippie here. Right? But anyway, so I'm so glad you understand my sense of humor. I have this twisted sense of humor. That's why I got kicked out of Japan. So savor, splurger, save, and boom, you have to spend it all. It's like diet. You just try not to eat the cake. Oh, by the way, all the food here is so good. You stay away from sweets and you stay away from fried chicken, and then boom, I have to eat it all. That's savor and splurger. Gambler, I'm sure there are a lot in Dubai. They just gamble their money away. They buy the crypto, they buy something. So it'll be very interesting in Dubai because there are two types of people who are real investors, real deal, and also the gambler. You know, the Warren Buffett once said, when the water is out of the swimming pool, you know who's wearing the swimsuit. So gambler people definitely don't have a swimsuit. Warrior, my mother used to be one. They worry about money all the time. It's not fun life to be a warrior. So I hope you can stop worrying about money. I'll give you a guided meditation right after this. How many of you love guided meditation? Okay. So this is money personality type. You don't have to take pictures. It's on my book and also on my website. So you can see it for free. So, but isn't this funny? Because you are so different. I don't have time to go over the couples fighting over. I'm going to do a TV show in North America this year. So wait for it. See. Okay. So I have a few minutes left. So I want to share with you the visit of the goddess of abundance in Kyoto temple. So just relax and then take a deep breath. I went over happy money very quickly, but from now, I'm going to guide you to the beautiful Japanese temple where the goddess of abundance resides. So open the door in front of you. There is a pathway up the hill. There is this beautiful Japanese temple you have seen in the movie. And when you walk up to the temple, there's a sliding door. So you slide it open, there's no lock. And there's a little place where you can take off your shoes. So to show respect, you take off your shoes and go through the corridor. When you go to the living room, there is this beautiful goddess wearing beautiful Japanese kimono, beautifully bow to you. She offers matcha tea, matcha mochi, matcha ice cream. But if you're on a diet, don't touch them. And ask the goddess about any questions. I'm worried about money. What can I do? And she smiles and she said, all is well. And she gives you a small package, small box, and give it to you in your hands. And you receive it. And you can open it and ask what it is to the goddess, or you can put it in your heart so you're not going to lose it. Take a deep breath and put it in your heart and thank the goddess for protecting you. When you worry about money, when you need to make a big decision about money, you can come see her anytime. Take a deep breath. Feel the abundance of energy. This little key will open new doors for your abundance in 2026. So get excited and thank the goddess. Take the sip of matcha tea, and if she doesn't look at you, steal some mochi ice cream and put it in your pocket. And then bow to her, gently retrieve the room, go through the corridor, don't forget your shoes, and then go back down the hill and turn back and look at the beautiful temple and just feel good. You can come back here anytime. Take another deep breath and then come back. Take another deep breath and stretch, stretch, stretch. And then breathe out. So this goddess might show up in your dream tonight or the next few days, and synchronistic events will happen to you. So when you think that's it, go for it. Because life gives you so many interesting synchronicities. I think you are guided because of the synchronicities, and that brought you to Dubai. So whatever got you here will get you there. Have a beautiful 2026. I'm sending you lots of happy money energy for you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you. Happy money. Bye-bye.